They get notifications. You know, people who subscribe, the 5 people. So welcome to the Geekz. This is Lil. We're back.
This is Steve, keeping it green, and my camera's not focused, so I'm going to fix that.
You look focused to me. You're looking good. Gray beard.
Oh, thank
Oh,
Dang, Graybeard. This guy is...
that's your new fantasy name.
And this is Sean. May the force be with you. And also with you.
And with you, as always. Yeah, we're doing the whole father and son.
I don't know how I would do that. I'm going to try to figure that one out.
Yeah, you gotta get those the cubes I gave you. Just put it out there. So.
Yeah, right. Pacino, what's up?
What's up, Pacino?
What's up?
The week's Geeks. Hurry up, Sean. It wasn't Sean this time. I was running late. It was me.
It's not me. Don't blame me for this one.
What's
up, Brian?
We trying to come at me hard. It ain't my fault. It ain't my fault. No, so a little, Steve, how was y'all's weeks? But a little more than anybody, how was your vacation?
Vacation was great. We did like a 3-part vacation. We had family coming in, Jenny's family, her sister and her family and her parents, celebrating her parents' 50th wedding anniversary. So they, paid for us to go on a cruise, and then we went to Fort Lauderdale after the cruise. So we went on the Disney Wish. But before that, they, we went a couple days to the parks because we're all big, Disney fans, of course. As I talked to Sean a bit earlier, and he's like, I'm like, I go to the parks every weekend. So it's, I don't know, man. I don't live a real life anymore, it feels like.
Well, we know you don't live a real life.
Pacino,
Black Widow, what's up?
Did Howl have something to do with a train getting stopped? If so, I'm pretty sure I've seen that. And it was a pretty decent werewolf movie. The werewolves are but it was a pretty good movie as far as werewolf movies go.
What's up,
Black Widow? Not high for werewolf movies.
No, not after her.
Although I watched Silver Bullet in the VHS the other day.
Well, Silver Bullet's a classic. That's probably one of the top 5 greatest werewolf movies of all time.
Silver Bullet is awesome.
And Pacino said yes, it did, Steve. So there you go. Steve was already into the bullet train. What is that,
what you
Sean?
got there, Sean? Is that little weed pen?
What?
That little weed pen, Sean? You got that little disposable? Welcome to the club, my friend. I was just about to swap out this empty cart for a brand new one.
Yes, thank you, MYC. I got another one, Steve, too, dude. This thing hits like a monster.
What's up, James?
You gotta get one of these disposable batteries, and you just gotta, or not rechargeable batteries, then you just gotta swap the little cartridge out.
But I don't even know what I did with it.
And then
somewhere. It's a blue. It's got like a drip on it and everything. I'm like, what the? Some new shit.
Pacino says you need to smoke that after watching They Claude and Tyrone.
Yeah, that was okay. I mean, we'll talk about it, I guess.
Yeah, because you guys got to see that over the last couple of weeks. So with being on the Wish though, Sean, they had a Star Wars bar called the Hyperspace Lounge. It was really nice. It was all Star Wars with back. They had a big screen on the back, and
wait, a little rechanging spots.
Are we changing spots? What do you mean?
Oh, I think I'm in the corner.
Rotation.
Because of what it was. It's like I started the show.
No, I'm in control. I'm in control. That's what it is.
Oh, I mean, sure. I mean, you are. You're always in control. Sorry, Joshua.
I like how we are always in the same kind of order. I'm always on the bottom, and it does feel weird that you guys are swapped.
It's because I had to drop off because I had to figure out I had to do an update to share my screen.
Steve,
because I got a video for everyone.
I'm in control.
Hey, all right. Aye, Captain. It's a mutiny.
I don't want to be in control. So, but they had a really cool Star Wars bar there. They had a bunch of bars like themed thematically differently. They had a restaurant that was Marvel themed. And they had like Paul Rudd and
So it was a Marvel themed restaurant. So like the first 4 courses were good, but then the 5th one was really shitty.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dessert wasn't great.
They're like the first 4 courses, they were like so good, and they were just talking shit on everybody, and everyone was like, "Oh, the competition sucks." And then that 5th course came out, and it's like, man, this is kind of tasting just like the competition at this point. You guys better keep it down over there. I don't know if you picked up on the analogy I was.
I did.
I did.
Well,
I picked up on the analogy.
Cantina bar in Hollywood. Oh yeah. Okay, that's cool. It's very cool.
Yeah, have you guys seen the Scum and Villainy Cantina in LA? Like,
no.
If you're going to be in Disneyland, it might not be a bad idea to swing by. It's Sean, it's really cool. If you Google it and look it up, it's really cool inside. And they do they serve like Star Wars themed drinks and shit. They have the blue milk. They got all the stuff. Like,
very cool.
It's pretty cool.
So yeah, so the hyperspace lounge, then they had the Ant-Man experience, and they had like this whole Avengers area. I took a picture with Spider-Man because Spider-Man was on the ship, the Tom Holland costume Spider-Man. And then they had a competition that you can do. It was the Incredibles, like it was like an inflatable like obstacle course that you do. And so we're like, okay, let's do it. Why not? I'm like, I didn't know what to expect, and it was pretty bad. I scraped up the whole side of my leg, like
on an inflatable obstacle course.
On an inflatable obstacle course, I couldn't get my bearings. I was crawling for part. Well, the first time I went through it, I was just like, I couldn't stand. It was bad. Mia crushed me. We got crushed.
You lost all respect in your house.
Hello.
Your kids are not afraid of you anymore.
Yeah, you just got to stop. Like,
but you know what? I'm going to show the video of me and Mia going at it.
So if you want to embarrass yourself more to the world,
I have no problem with that. I think you guys would enjoy this. If you guys want to see me,
Yeah, well, we already know how clumsy and unathletic you are, but
get rid of the comment.
Okay, so sorry, Joshua. I'm gonna get rid of your comment. There we go. All right. So let me go back here. We'll try to get to the start. So I am on.
You guys are witnessing something that we're just looking at as well.
Yeah, we've heard stories and laughed many a time at stories of a little falling.
Just play it, man.
Okay. Well, I will get into the point where they start because you don't need to hear the whole thing.
I'm anxious.
I can't hear.
Oh man, hold on.
Come on, hello. God damn it.
There we go.
There's a little.
So you can't hear it?
No,
we can't hear it.
Which is fine. They're just talking about my team name was Spider-Man and his amazing friends.
Oh, that's even worse. You even tried to do something cool and it didn't even work out.
There's me right there. Already falling over. Already trying to crawl through.
Terrible.
There's Mia beating me.
Oh, you are a sad man. Sad.
Me trying to go through the curly.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy, right? Look at this hot mess.
I'm stuck.
You're still in there. You're still stuck.
I can't get out.
Look at he looks so tired. He looks so tired.
I'm already so tired. It's not even funny.
He looks so tired. Oh, and now he has to climb up something?
It fell again.
Did that inflatable ball knock you over?
Oh my god, look how slow he is. It's like a turtle.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. You don't even see me come down. Mia's already down. Like it was a relay race.
Oh man. So you had to tag somebody too? That's embarrassing, man.
Yeah, it was pretty bad there.
Wow.
So there was the first time, I'm gonna show you guys also the first time we going through it, which was even worse. So
that was your second attempt. That was my second. That was when you tried to correct your first mistakes.
Yes, Mia's coming out laughing. I'm showing the guys and everybody live on YouTube. Yes, how you beat my butt on this race. So here's the second attempt, or this is the first one. This one is terrible. I'm just crawling.
What are you doing, man? Oh, this is sad. Look at it.
Wait. Rewind.
I can't even get up here. I'm just crawling.
I want to see that. I want to see you
like a baby.
I want to see you tackle that spring again. Go back.
Oh, you want me to go back? All right.
Yeah, go back. I want to see because
Lil,
you
look
didn't
a
even try to go
turtle
through it.
Just
You just
having so much trouble.
you tried to tackle that for a loss. Look at him. Watch him. Look at him. Look at him. Watch.
Look. He fell out the side. He crawled the rest of it because mind you,
I couldn't get up.
His neck is hurting. Like
my
he's in
God.
so much pain. Oh, Lil, you
Hey, but you know what though? Like a couple years ago, you wouldn't even been able to attempt that. So
true.
good on you. Good on you for that. But you do look like a retired lineman out there trying to trying to relive your glory days.
Yeah, trying to do that. I thought you guys get a kick out of it, so
That was good.
you know.
I just loved you just launching your whole body into that.
defense. Hey, Joshua, they're gonna be better than you.
That was a good one. Better than the Bears defense.
Damn. Just salt right in the wound. Yeah.
So we did that. And then on the way back from Fort Lauderdale, there was a bunch of like flea market areas. So I stopped by and picked up.
Wait, everybody's there's comments here. Oh man,
I'm too old for that, Al. Yeah, I you know what? After running through it, especially twice, I was like, oh man, I can't do this. Ryan's laughing.
Oh man.
See, good times and memories, man. See that, Ryan? Yeah, everybody's laughing.
Oh man, a little shit.
Great. See, I'm happy you guys enjoyed it. It's you're on mute, Steve.
Steve, you're on mute.
Do you remember that night when we realized Al was Al from Philly? We were like, that's not your profile.
Yeah, I remember that. We was like, what?
Pacino wants a hot toy of me doing this. It'd just be me falling over, barreling into the dude. Those stupid. They were corkscrews. They weren't even tires. It was a corkscrew thing. You get stuck in that thing. Man.
No, you don't.
I think I would have beat your ass at that too.
Yeah, I would have smoked y'all.
Well, I guess we're gonna need a Geekz cruise going on and getting on this obstacle course.
Oh, I would breeze right through that. Y'all would be
with our base and our following, the Geekz cruise would be like a dinghy with like a inner tube on it. That would be the extent. That would be our budget.
Oh man, so yeah, so I did some hunting and then I watched a bunch of movies, which was really cool because the last night on the cruise ship, Haunted Mansion opened, so they played it. They had a midnight screening of it that last night, so we get to see the Haunted Mansion.
Oh, nice.
And
did that come with the cruise, or did you have to pay extra for that?
No, it came with it. They had all the theaters open, and at midnight, because like that morning we're leaving the ship, so everybody was like, "All right, do we get a bonus, movie?" And I have to say, I really liked the movie. I thought the movie was really fun. I mean, it's not that it's the Haunted Mansion. It's not as good as it wasn't like Pirates. Pirates.
Well, I don't think that it's the money that it's making right now because it's not making a lot. But I don't think that's because of the movie. I think that's because Barbie and Oppenheimer are still making a shitload of money.
Dude, Barbie is. I went to go see Turtles.
I told you.
Everyone is.
What did I tell you?
But see, Barbie's going to make more than Mario, which is crazy.
I
didn't think Barbie would be that big. I thought Barbie would be big, but
when I started seeing people dressed up in pink and they made a big thing out of it, I was like, "Yo, this movie's going to be huge."
I agree. Yeah, Joshua, we all saw Turtles. We're going to talk about it toward the end of the show because we all saw. That's one we all saw. So. Haunted Mansion though had a great story. I think, and Steve, I think, because we watched. Well, actually, Sean, you as well. Like we watched horror movies all through the '80s and today, and I always look at those films that are like those entry level horror films because there's some jump scares in the movie. There's some scare scenes, and it deals with death and monsters and ghosts and murder. It's not like it's just like completely like. What was that Disney horror movie, Mr. Boogedy?
I thought you were still talking about Turtles.
Oh no, yeah,
because that also deals with death.
That does,
and murder.
Oh, this is Slate Mocha coffee. It's protein coffee.
What happened? Who asked what? I have you on
He
full
asked if it
screen,
was
so I don't
liquid
see the
death,
comments.
Sorry, he asked if I'm drinking liquid death. No, that's slave protein. But it was really good. Danny DeVito was hilarious as always. I'm not a big fan of Tiffany Haddish, and I thought she did a great job. Like that was my barometer. I was like, I'm not a big fan of hers, and if she doesn't bring down the movie, then I think it was good. And Rosario Dawson is Rosario Dawson, so always fantastic. It was a great
I'll
movie.
check it out when it hits Disney Plus in a month.
And that's what I'm saying. Like once, because I think it'll be probably my guess is Disney Plus like during October, which makes sense for that movie. Like it'll be a great October, and I think that's where it's going to get like its big fan base. People are actually going to see it and be like, oh, you know what, this is pretty good. Had a good story. Yeah. So we got to watch that. I watched Elemental on the ship.
How was that?
That's a really good movie too. You know what though? That movie's got legs.
Sean.
It's actually been doing well.
His bias is showing.
We'll talk about my bias when we talk about Secret Invasion, okay? I'll talk about it now. I hated Secret Invasion.
Oh, did you? Hold on. Let me sit back and listen to this.
You know what? The first episode, like I liked.
I've still only watched episode 1, and that was a good episode.
Exactly.
But everyone talks so much crap about it. I haven't wanted to watch it anymore.
It's a plain out piece of shit, Steve.
It's weird too because
it's a pure
I didn't hate the actors in it. It's just the story made no sense.
It was a piece of shit.
And then the MacGuffin was just awful. I mean, the how Nick Fury collected all the Avengers' blood and villains' blood on the
it was so fucking stupid.
I just
it was fucking stupid.
I did not like it. I was very, very mad.
You didn't like the fact that Khaleesi is now the most powerful character in all of the MCU?
They'll retcon that and change it. But I guarantee, because this was all done. It's all in the can. They try. That's the other thing too. You can tell because that end fight scene between the two, it was just two of them like in the middle of nowhere. You know, it reminded me of Masters of the Universe. Remember when like He-Man and Skeletor, Dolph Lundgren and He-Man are fighting, and there's like nothing around them.
It's like the overcompensation. They're like, Man of Steel, there was too many people around, so we're gonna do ours in an empty field. Well, that's not fun then.
Exactly.
The stakes.
Well, I think it's because it was reshot. The whole ending felt like it was reshot. It didn't feel because it didn't feel.
The whole show was reshot.
I heard they spent 4 months reshooting things, trying to get the thing right, and
it looked like it.
It looked
terrible.
It's
zero.
sad. It's sad.
Zero.
It's a zero. It's worse than Eternals. I'd rather go see Eternals again.
Ooh. Or is it worse than Inhumans?
The TV show Inhumans?
I don't even remember even Inhumans at all, so that doesn't count. I don't think it counts.
Inhumans was bad. It was like bad cosplay.
I couldn't finish Inhumans, so
yeah, it was bad.
It's probably as bad.
They canceled it like right away, so I don't think it even lasted.
Remember, it was supposed to be a movie, and then oops.
Yeah, well, it's because there's infighting at Marvel, but yeah, Pacino. I mean, it was the last thing Che Pecca push through, so we'll see.
Yeah, but I mean,
okay, that's bullshit because somebody had to approve it to be. Don't look just because he okayed it doesn't mean somebody had to have their eyes on it finally.
Feige had to look. Feige had to give it a stamp of approval.
Yeah,
he did. I agree.
You could just say no.
Yeah, Joshua, we reviewed it like 6 months ago.
We did a review of it with Kenneth.
That's right.
Kenneth paid for us to watch it and review it, so we did.
Yeah, exactly. I agree that Ebony. There was a lot of things that didn't make any sense. It's just, I just threw my hands up in the air and said, "All right, Nick Fury is in space, and that's all." We'll start.
and that's even worse. A little the fact that he just left in the middle of some shit that you started and just said, "Fuck it, I'm leaving." Fuck you, dude. Fuck you.
Well, again,
fuck you again.
It's the writers. They, I'm not. It's like I'm gonna be a dick by saying this, but like the writer's strike, like yeah, I don't want to pay these writers anyway either because they've all written shit. So it's like,
Damn.
I'm just saying.
But that new CEO over there, he ain't making any friends with his
No,
colleagues.
but none of the CBU. Did you hear the HBO CEO?
Except for A24. A24 was like, you can have anything you want, whatever your demands are, you can have it. And then so A24 is still making movies right now. They're like working. They got people writing for them. They got people acting.
It takes to make these movies, but
Feige has a bias too. Yeah.
Oh, Feige has a bias too. Mm-hmm.
I mean, at the end of the day, I do feel we're going to get a big course correct. And I'm hoping Deadpool and the X-Men course correct this whole shit.
That's not going to correct. Yeah. First of all, if you heard if you seen the storyline to that, that ain't course correcting shit.
Deadpool? I haven't heard the storyline.
It's not. See, at this point, Steve, you read it? Yeah, that ain't course correcting shit.
That's its own thing, man.
That's its own thing.
Like it might have, according to what we've read. Now it doesn't mean that it's right.
True.
But according to what we read, like the ties to the MCU are there, but minimal.
Yeah, okay. Very minimal.
It's mostly.
But I don't mean by course correct. I mean just continue not focusing on making good film.
You know what it is. You know what it is. It's everybody from Fox are like, all right, you can buy our company, and then like we're gonna make you pay for like the best Fox movie ever, and you're gonna talk about Fox, and there's gonna be a giant Fox logo in there, and we're not gonna let people forget. It's a big, long, practical joke on Disney, is what it is.
Now I'm gonna say I am really looking like I wasn't looking forward to Secret Invasion. Now once I seen the first episode, I'm like, oof, I'm happy, but. I think I'm looking forward to Loki a lot more than anything at this point.
That trailer looks good.
I'm hoping Loki can fucking do something, but as a turd, right now, the MCU is a turd right now. It's looking like DC. It's looking like DCEU shit right now.
Or DCEU is better than Phase 5 of Marvel.
Well, speaking of that, Wonder Woman 3 is back. Really, DCEU is better. Wonder Woman 2 is better than Marvel. I don't
Phase 5 movies? Not. I don't mean like. I would say like collectively as a whole, DCEU is better than Marvel Phase 5, but it doesn't mean that it's better than. It's not better than Marvel Phase 4.
Okay.
There's not much. There's not much that is really. Besides, I think you could argue Phase 1. What do you think phases? Like Phase 1 and Phase 4 are probably the best.
Was Phase 4 was Infinity War and Endgame?
Yeah. I mean, that's really just takes the cake. You know, I mean Phase 4 had Civil War in it, though, so that was really good.
Yeah, but it ain't Infinity War and Endgame.
Yeah, but it was the introduction. Remember when they released that first trailer? When Spider-Man came in at the end, a little flipped his whole shit.
That's true.
He did say he was going to be naked for months.
When we started the show, Lil literally said that there was no way in hell that Spider-Man would ever be a part of the MCU.
I remember he did
in his lifetime. He's like, it'll always be separate.
I wish I can go back to those videos. That was the old League of Geeks.
That was before we did video. Remember when we recorded for the first 2 years only through audio? We didn't even see each other.
We didn't even look at each other. We were on Skype calls. We could have turned our cameras on, but we just never decided.
Yo, we never thought about it either. It was ridiculous. How one day we're just like, hey, let's turn our cameras on and see what works.
I know. It was so shocking, too. Like, we turned the cameras on the first time. I was like, holy shit, you're black. No.
That was a big surprise. Word. Word. Oh, shit, you right?
He thought you looked like Macklemore. That's
shit. Wow.
I was like, I thought white guys on the East Coast talk like that.
They do.
Mike D.
What's Gregory saying? Deadpool and Wolverine continuing the whole reliance on nostalgia and getting people interested, but when does that end? MCU is looking like the run is over. I mean, it's possible. You know, I mean, it's possible.
We talked about it. It's because
a full reboot.
It's because they don't have their heavy hitters. The MCU was Captain America and Iron Man. That was the MCU. They're not around anymore. It's gone. All the other characters around them were only there to make those two more awesome. That's why they were the only two that had a movie where they were the ones that were fighting. Like it wasn't. You didn't have a Black Widow, freaking Civil War. You had Captain America Civil War, front and center. It was Tony Rogers and
point because like even if you look at Tony Robbins,
Tony Stark and Steve Rogers,
he's given motivational speeches and shit. And
we're not here to fight.
But you're right. I mean, because like the Avengers really
shine the accord.
If you look at the first two Avengers movie, they got together when the two of them decided to work together, right? Like everybody else was kind of there, but once the two of them decided to work together, so it's like the whole phase focused on them.
Well, nothing against Anthony Mackie, but it's not Sam Wilson's Captain America is not Captain America. You know what I mean? That's not anybody's Captain America.
Hulk is so garbage too. You're right.
I hope we get
Hulk is like I like Hawaiian shirts and tacos. You're like, and then can you just like punch things and get mad? Like that's what we liked.
And then bringing his son who has like
a man bun.
It's like so
or that weird whatever.
That hairline is fucked.
Like, it's worse than my hairline. It's where I'm wearing a hat.
And the CGI on him wasn't great either. I'm like, what is this?
Terrible. Like, what am I looking at? Oh, this is my son. Fuck you. You know what? Fuck you and how you did that. Fuck you, She-Hulk. Oh man, this is really getting bad, man. A little. There's some things I want to say, but I'm not gonna say. But like, it's fucked up what they doing. It's real fucked up what they doing right now.
Yeah,
like, yo,
that's a LeBron hairline.
He did have a LeBron hairline. All he needed was a headband.
Could you imagine he had a headband like that was that thick?
That'd be crazy. That would have been crazy. But you know what? At some point, he's gonna have a Lakers jersey. He's gonna live in LA, and he's gonna do all this dumb shit. I'm pretty sure it'll come to that. It'll come to that. Believe me.
Probably.
Yeah. There's a lot of shit they're doing right now in MCU. I'm just like,
yeah.
Is this what we're doing? Okay.
I think it's just that there's no real through line story yet. That we're following as a story. It's just kind of like little random chapters thrown in. They're like, this is what happened in that gap of time. And this is just this other side thing happening over here. And then this is what happened in that gap of time. But like, for what? Like, what's the end result?
I agree right now.
Who's fighting? Is Diaz fighting that Paul kid?
I'm not watching any fights right now, so I have no idea.
Is that the fight tonight?
Yeah,
Jake Paul.
I've seen Oppenheimer.
Other means or in the theater?
No, I wasn't seeing it. I actually went to the theaters and seen it.
How was Yelena in there, son?
Yeah, I was gonna say that 15-minute sex scene.
Straight nude, like straight tits in there. I'm like, what the world? Like, wait, is this what we doing? I'm like, oh, okay. Okay, I'm cool with this. Like, I have no problem with it. It's a hero though. It was a really great movie. Like Downey, fucking amazing.
Playing a bad guy.
Dude, he was a bad guy, but you really didn't know it. And like, it was really, phenomenal. Like, this movie is going to get Oscars. I know it
of course. I mean,
it's Christopher Nolan. All it has to say is Nolan. It's going to at least get some sort of technical Oscar.
And with everything being pushed back,
it'll be movie of the year. I'm telling you right now, it'll win all the awards.
I agree.
Oppenheimer was amazing, like hands down, phenomenal. Like I'm telling you, it was 3 hours, but it didn't feel like 3 hours. That's how good it was.
That's when you know it's a good movie.
Huh?
I said that's when you know it's a good movie. When it's that long, and you're like,
phenomenal.
I have not had a chance to check Oppenheimer out yet. I'm not going to see that in the theater. I mean, it's made it. My one ticket ain't going to hurt that box office, so I'll wait.
I got a chance to see Mission Impossible. Hero.
How was that?
Hero. Fucking. I get that shit a hero just because Tom Cruise is a motherfucking beast. Like, yo, I don't know how old that man is. He gotta be in the 60s. I don't give a fuck.
He's gonna be 60, I think.
That dude he gets a hero anytime he's in a fucking movie, and he does his own fucking stunts. Just up a fucking mountain with a parachute. Listen, you get whatever kudos you get. It's a hero automatically. I don't like, the one thing I didn't like was the character arcs. In some characters, I was like, "Oh man, are you fucking kidding me? Oh fuck!" I like Captain Carter, but I don't know if Captain Carter is strong as what's her name, Steve?
Vanessa Kirby?
No, not Vanessa Kirby. She was in Silo.
Rebecca Ferguson.
I maybe it's just my own bias. I love Rebecca Ferguson, so I actually like her. So as a character in Mission Impossible, I felt like she was better than this, and it highlighted more Captain Carter than and highlighted more, and then it highlighted Rebecca Ferguson. And I'm a little like, you know, okay, is that where we're gonna go with it? That's fine, but it's still at the end of the day, it was still a great movie.
I love how you just.
I didn't spoil shit.
No. Instead of saying Haley Atwell, you're just calling her Captain Carter, because I was doing that with Twisted Metal. The kids were like, I kept kicking them out of the room because they kept seeing Rosa Diaz from fucking Brooklyn Nine-Nine. They're like, "Oh, Rose is on." I'm like, "Get out of here! This is not your show. Like, this is a total adult show. Like, you cannot be in here."
But again, that was a hero. That's movie stuff. If you guys watch any other movies, you guys can say whatever you guys watch, because I mean, but there's some TV stuff I want to talk about too.
What movies did I watch? Well, they cloned Tyrone. Oh shit! Sorry. They cloned Tyrone. Watch that.
What did you think?
I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
I really liked it. I thought Jamie Foxx was awesome in that movie. He picked that character and played that character through the whole thing. You know what I mean? He never like let up. That was really good. John Boyega was just so natural, and so he seemed like he grew up in America. The way he was acting, you know, it was everything was very convincing. I thought it was a fun story. You know, spoiler alert: I didn't expect to see a certain Sutherland pop up. When he did, I was like, "Holy shit!"
Dude, I didn't even know that was him, Steve. Did not know.
Well, he doesn't look the same, but I knew right when he started talking. I was like, ah.
Now I do agree. I was not a huge fan of they cloned Tyrone. I felt like the cinematography was very dark. I couldn't see. There was times where I couldn't see.
I don't know. I watched it like in the dark, so it was fine for me. I watched it late at night in the dark, and it was fine. But I thought it was just like their aesthetic. It was like a dirty aesthetic. You know what I mean? Everything was really gritty.
It was okay, but it wasn't great. I won't give it a hero. I give it a.
I give it like a high sidekick. I mean, it's not something I'm going to have to revisit every now and then, but I mean, it was a decent enough movie.
It was decent. It was decent. I agree. It's not high, but it was definitely a sidekick. Well, did you see it?
I have not gotten to see it yet.
I think that's the only, besides Turtles, I think that's the only. Oh, well, I rewatched Sinister again. My wife hadn't seen that, and so we threw that on a night when we were filming like a scary movie, and it's still good. Sinister's still pretty sweet. You like that one a little?
I thought it was pretty good. I mean,
Ethan Hawke.
It wasn't the greatest, but
it's you know what's funny is like it was much better the first watch. The second watch, it was a little bit less. They weren't really a big part about America and left. This movie was great.
And so, but yeah. I mean, that's what I got from the trailers. I thought that's what they were going with, but I mean, I'll have to watch that.
Damn.
So he's watched it 3 times, Pacino. So there you go. Have you guys watched Hijacked?
With Idris on Apple. I haven't, but I want to.
Yeah, I want to. I would love for them to just go into.
Because I think Al might be on a delay here because he was talking about Tiffany Haddish back here in Disney shows. So.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe we missed him. Sorry about that.
He's got to catch up to the live, but I agree. Just you've got source material. Use it.
Now, I watched a show that is a fucking straight hero, King of Tulsa.
With
Stallone. Amazing show. Yo, straight hero. Recommended to watch it. Steve, I know Lil's not going to watch it, but I know goddamn well you need to watch it. It was so good, and I know you're going to tell me it was good. So, yo.
Was it like in the vein of like Reacher and like Mayor of Kingstown?
Yes, but more. Yeah, Steve. I mean, it's by
Tyler Sheridan, right?
Oh,
it's the guy that does Yellowstone.
Everything great.
Yeah, I know, right? Every fucking movie.
Yeah,
Sicario. He did Sicario. I didn't even know that. I was like,
I know. Sicario's amazing. So, like, again, yo, you gotta watch it, Steve. Like, highly recommended. I need you to watch it. Like, you pushed me to watch Mayor of fucking of Kingstown and fucking Mayor of Easttown. You pushed me to watch. You need to watch Tulsa King.
Okay. I'll check it out because I finished Yellow Jackets, and so we are looking for a new series to get into. So that might be the thing that we move into next. But yes, I finished both seasons of Yellow Jackets, and I gotta say, it might be one of my favorite shows ever.
Nice.
And that's not a it's. I've always had like a fascination like with like Lord of the Flies, you know, like just that whole aesthetic, you know, kids in peril. I've always thought that led to really good storytelling, and the way that Yellow Jackets is like, they cast the show amazingly, like the kid actors versus the adult actors, and the show does such a good job keeping everything in mystery because you're only introduced to like 4 of the adult characters.
Yeah.
And you're like, does everybody else fucking die? But like, no, there was more than just them that lives, but you just don't know who and all that stuff. Their descent into cannibalism is fucking like, you're just on that ride. And when they start doing shit, you're like, I get it. Like, I get it. And it's just, there's so much backstabbing and turning, and there's some weird dream sequences in there with like babies being eaten. It's a wild show, bro. It's a wild fucking show, and it's filmed really well. The music is incredible. It's all in the 90s.
It's good. It's really good.
All the music is from the 90s. It's all 90s rock, 90s fucking hip hop, all playing in like.
Are you on season 2? Did you?
I finished it.
Oh, you did.
Season 2.
Oh,
Yeah,
I gotta get to season 2. Fuck.
Finish season 2, and season 2 is amazing. It ends, and you're just like, like Elijah Wood's a whole ass character in season 2, and he's fucking awesome. He plays like this. What are those citizen detectives? That's he like links up with Christina Ricci's character, and they're doing some investigating. So they're into true crime stuff, and it's got a lot of comedy, a little, but it's got some serious, like, there's some fucked up shit that happens in that show, man, and it is so good. It is the highest of heroes.
Did you finish Them?
Them.
Is it Them?
From.
Yeah, did you finish From?
I only watched season 1 because season 2 is on MGM Plus, and I'm not paying for that.
I know, but it's on the app though.
I know, but is it all out?
I think so. Yeah.
If season 2 is all out, then I'll watch it.
Definitely, I know I watched it, so yeah, I'm pretty sure. I didn't finish it though. I think I missed like 1 episode, 2 episodes.
And James, I'm going to take a step away because these 2 guys did watch Twisted Metal, and I have not yet.
I'm not going to spoil it, but I'm
not stepping away. I'm just not going to talk.
I didn't like it. It's okay at best.
Why didn't you like it? I'm curious.
Oh man, I don't know what it
was. Is Anthony Mackie, the comedian, not working for you?
Yeah, I mean, Anthony Mackie's playing Anthony Mackie.
Yeah, he is. It just. I don't know what I didn't like about it. It actually wasn't. It's not bad.
It's not bad. Like, so it's not I don't give it like a hero. Like, it's weird because the show doesn't take itself seriously, but it's dark as shit. It's got some really dark elements in it. There's like a whole clan of like these people they call the butchers that are murdering people and eating people. Like, and Anthony Mackie has like, you know, he's on a mission to pick up a package. They call him a milkman. Pick up a package and drop off a package. But what I loved is some elements of the game, which I was just like,
elements of the game in there.
The last episode, like the opening 20 minutes was awesome. Like, you've got cars just flying around, missiles flying through the air, just crazy shit, explosions. Sweet Tooth is fucking awesome.
Me too. Like, you know what? They did a really good job.
And Will Arnett's the voice of Sweet Tooth, and I didn't realize it because like the first episode, or first time he shows up, I'm listening to him. I'm like, I know that voice. It does not match that body. Who the fuck is this? I'm trying to figure out the actor, and then it kept showing up like Will Arnett. I'm like, who the fuck is Will Arnett in this show? I'm like, oh shit, he's the voice of Sweet Tooth, and they just have a guy acting it. And Steve, you're on mute.
That's not just a guy, though. Our wrestling friends might be, you know,
who's in it?
Samoa Joe is actually the a professional wrestler.
Okay, I didn't know that. That's who that was.
I'm just before the hate. I'm just saying.
I don't know if I love it. Like I liked it though.
I liked it. That's what I'm saying. I love scenes, but there were scenes that I was just like, what the hell is happening? Nev Campbell shows up. Like, I'm looking at this cast, and I'm like, this cast is so bizarre to me. But like, there were certain elements I really liked. I liked the convoy group. Like, there's this like
That
group of people that there are these trucks, and they're always constantly moving, so people don't hijack them. And the trucks then build these walls across, and it's like a city inside these moving tractor trailers all over the place. And the people in there are really cool. So like that's the thing that like I liked about it. There's episodes in there where I'm just like, oh, okay. And then there was this awkward sex scene between Rosa Diaz and Anthony Mackie in the ball pit, and I'm like, this just is weird. But I was like, all right, that's fine. But it's setting up a season 2. Like it's already going season 2 mode. And
has he got greenlit?
I don't know, but I'm gonna guess possibly because I don't think it costs a lot to make.
I don't know. I find a lot of things are getting canceled.
Well, that's the thing. I don't know anything being greenlit because everything's on strike. So my guess is everything's on hold at this moment. So
and they are not, and they have not come to any agreement because they just met the other day and it said no agreement. So
yeah, so we're gonna have a lot of just fake news. Steve, you're on mute again.
Damn it. A24 movies. That's what we're gonna have.
I don't think they can do that.
They can. That studio made deals with SAG-AFTRA.
Okay. Well, there you go. So then A24. A24 will be the only thing out.
What do they make?
Artsy, independent movies.
Well,
they make some horror films.
They're artsy usually.
True. Artsy horror films.
Elevated horror, they would call it.
But Twisted Metal, to turn off your brain, it's not long. Most episodes are like 30 minutes. It's a 10-episode season. It was a fine watch. It was a quick watch. So,
Joshua said something about Lioness. I was gonna watch that. I didn't get a chance.
That has who in it? Is that Gal Gadot?
Zoe Saldana.
Oh, Zoe Saldana.
I want to see that one too, man. With Gal Gadot. I don't know what it's called though.
Oh, that's that movie where she's like the operative or something like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out.
Let's see.
Yep, there you go.
Well, Hereditary was good. I was one of the ones that didn't like Midsommar that much. I don't need a 7-day subscription, but I got the app, brother.
The app gives all.
That is 2 seasons of Yellow Jackets. Thank you, app. I don't want to subscribe to Showtime.
Yeah, no, who wants Showtime?
Like what? To watch Yellow Jackets and Dexter again?
I think I have it through Paramount.
Yeah, just make it Showmax. Let's get it over with. Showmax. We just watch everything from Showmax and or Showtime and whatchamacallit. Thoughts on Zachary Levi and Stephen Amell being?
I think that there's probably lots of actors and even writers who are against it, especially if they're not making any fucking money right now.
Yeah, of course. There's going to be people against it.
You guys send us a message on Facebook or something.
Yeah,
we'll send you the
direct message, and then we'll with Stephen Amell and them. I mean, they said they're backing them, but there's a lot of weird rules about it, which I guess it's weird, right? Like some actors are still filming movies throughout this because they were given whatever allowance to do that. But Zachary Levi can't talk about movies he's already made. So it just makes no sense.
Who's watching a Zachary Levi movie anyway?
After Shazam 2. Sure. Yeah. But still.
I don't understand the hate for my movie. It wasn't good. So you gotta start with that. You gotta start with it being good.
Yeah.
It's terrible. You guys watch anything else?
That was it. Besides Turtles, so we'll talk about it at the end.
Okay. All right. I have a lot of things that I picked up.
I have a lot of things too. So, I have a statue.
Well, then I'll go. Well, Steve, you have anything?
Nope.
All right. So then your camera's off now.
I know. I'm trying to fix it. Fucking thing.
So I'll start. And I know the first thing that's going to come out of Sean's mouth when I say this. So I ordered a blind box comics. So all right. So listen.
For trouble.
Listen to this. All right. So Bryce Comics, who I follow on YouTube, he's a pretty good comic book guy. He was doing a mystery box. Grand prize of the mystery box was Amazing Fantasy 15 and a 1.0. I mean, he's a comic book seller. You know, he has a comic book store and everything. So I mean, he was doing Amazing Fantasy, Amazing Spider-Man #1 and a 4.0, 300. So like it was the Amazing Spider-Man prize box, right? And then like what he was doing as well is he has a limited run on a Delato cover for Amazing Spider-Man 26, which is only 500 or 499 copies of this book that you're guaranteed in a 9.8, which already has been selling on eBay for over $300-400. So the mystery box is, you know, you're going to get your value back plus, and you have a chance to win one of the 10 big prizes. And out of the Delato covers as well, he had 10 or 15 10.0s, 10 or 15 9.9s, and then the rest were 9.8s. So I said, why not? Jenny even said, why not? It's an Amazing Spider-Man book. You know, it's not like you're just buying random bullshit. So so I did it, and the shitty part of it was I should have had this weeks ago. It got delivered to my old house in Chicago. Luckily, I knew that the guy, you know, I had the guy who bought my house's number, called his ass up right away. And I was like, and then I sent Charlie, when there was a fucking tornado, to go pick up my book. And there was literally a tornado that hit like half a block from where my house was.
Oh, shit.
In the next subdivision over. Like, it was crazy. But I got my package when they came here for a vacation, and I did get one of the 9.8 Delato covers. So I did not win I didn't win the prize, but it's a really nice.
It's a nice cover, though.
Yeah, and this one is 119 out of 480 9.8. So there's only 480 9.8s. They've only done 500 of these. The rest they destroyed. So I mean, it's a rare Delato cover. And then on top of that, as a bonus, I got Silver Surfer Black #1. The variant, this is the Perillo variant, and I have actually the version of this one. So that's actually kind of a cool Silver Surfer Black cover. So I got my money back plus, so I'm happy with that. It wasn't Amazing Fantasy 15, but I had to take a shot. I had to roll the dice.
I understand.
So on top of that, I went and, you know, did a little hunting, picked up some video game stuff. Nothing too, you know, huge. I got the Sonic Ultimate Collection for the 360 because it has like I think over 50 Genesis games on it that you can play on the 360. So picked that up at a flea market for $3. Got 2 Game Gear games, one Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote for the Game Gear.
No, nice. And
the Jungle Book for the Game Gear. And then for $1, I picked up a Green Goblin 3 3/4 inch figure. I don't know why. It was just there for $1, and I'm like, I can't leave him there. He's Green Goblin. It's like... But the thing I bought that where did I put it? Oh no, where did I put it?
Steve, what you looking at?
He's just not paying attention. Oh, also I picked up an NES game, Wrath of the Black Manta.
I remember that game.
For Taito, Nintendo game.
That's a cool sticker.
Yeah,
Stop telling me I'm on mute. I know I'm on mute. Cut it out.
Well, you know what? You're talking. What do you want? You know, nobody can hear you. So this is the one thing I bought, and it's something I was looking for, and I was like, you know what? This might be something that Sean might actually be jealous.
A spite buy. He bought a spite buy.
No, I wanted this. Even Jenny saw it, and she's like, James, I'll go on a solo screen. I'm almost done. So I got a Game Boy fanny pack.
Oh, that's cool. I don't think I would want that though.
You don't think you want? I was wearing it today with my Game Boy shirt. You know, just
for you. That's not my. That's not. I don't think I would grab that.
Dude,
that's not my bag.
It's awesome.
It's cool though for you. It's cool as shit. Like that is awesome for you. That's really really cool. Like for me, I would.
All right.
You're not a fan of the pink?
I like.
Yeah, no, I don't think I would. I would if I found that. I would send it to you. That's not my. I don't think that would be in my element.
All right. Well, see, I thought maybe you would want to, you know, the late 80s, early 90s look, but okay.
No, I would have sent that right to you. I'm gonna be honest with you. There was no way I would have held on to something like that. I'm like, I can't hold on. Let's go to a little. Like that's how I think. See, your spite, it backfired on you.
It didn't backfire because if I saw something like this and it was Star Wars retro, it'd be.
Then I would have been fucking mad as shit. I'd be like, what the fuck? Like,
I would have sent it right to you.
See?
So, I talked a few weeks ago about getting kind of screwed over about a comic book.
Mm-hmm.
So, luckily, I found a better deal. No, it did not come. I got my refund and everything. I went on my cruise. I was angry the whole time about this damn book because, it was a good grade. I got a good deal, but I came back, got a better deal, a little bit lower of a grade, but it's still a 9.0. I got a 9.0. Amazing Spider-Man. I'm going to go full screen mode on this one.
Nice. That's really, really nice. I know you wanted that. You wanted that book.
Yeah, I did want this book, so there goes solo layout here. So Amazing Spider-Man 238 with the tattoos and a 9.0 white pages.
That looks great. 9.0 is really good.
You know what, man? And I was looking at this too. I even zoomed in with Jenny has a magnifying glass, and I might crack a press.
Do not crack it. Just leave it as it is a little. Don't crack it. Because you might get fucking mad. He might send you back with an 8.5.
Oh my god! I'd be pissed. Yeah, I almost quit collecting after my 9.4 Ultimate Fallout.
Accept it as a 9.0. If you see another fucking 9 point, if you see a 9.8 or a 9.6, buy it. But at this point, just keep it and don't crack it.
I got this for $200 below fair market value, and I just saw them go. I just saw one sell for $450, and I spent.
That's good.
Way less than that for this.
You want to crack it? Get the fuck out of here.
Because I think you can get a 9.4.
I think you can. And I wouldn't gamble on it. Why would you gamble?
I like to gamble.
Yeah, well, your gambling is crazy.
Yeah, so I got one of my grails. This is one of my grail books. First Hobgoblins, one I wanted for a while. It's been expensive. It's been going up again. It's still on the hot 10. For comics sold, and so I got my Hobgoblin, so I'm happy with that. So,
okay.
Hey, Lil, how do you feel about my people learning good jobs? Come on, man. This is not my thing that the governor here is doing with this stuff, man. I am not donating nothing to that. No, man. Pacino, man, come on, man.
That was a good one. I like that.
Damn.
Oh, man. That was a good one.
That was funny.
So I'm going down a whole rabbit hole of old vintage things that they used to build from Star Wars. So
layout. There you go, Sean.
So this week, I ended up going through farmers market. I'm deep in the farmers market. So originally they used Texas Instruments as pieces for Vader's for other lightsabers and pieces on lightsabers. So inside the Vader lightsaber, there are these little 3 ball pieces that they use for Texas Instruments. And I took it apart, but I have to take the pieces off of it. But inside of it, there's if you can see it, I don't even know if you can even see it because it has
the red part. Yeah, the inside,
there's little pieces right there that they use for that. So what I'm doing is taking those off, and the board, and there's a motherboard inside of it that they use as well for lightsabers as well. So what I'm doing, I'm taking little pieces and parts, and I'm taking them apart, and just kind of displaying them in my display cases and stuff like that. Really cool stuff like that. I'm also I've dipped really far, and I'm getting old cameras that actually were screen used props in movies, in Star Wars movies,
and TV shows.
Yes, and this little cool thing right here is from Bell and Howell. It's a director series camera, really cool camera, really fucking cool ass camera. Got it for $20. Came with the case and everything. But the cool part is that this was binoculars that were used in Andor. And if you look closely, actually I can show you a picture of, let's see, damn, what is it? Share my screen real quick. And if you can see it, it's a Bell and Howell. If you look right there, same camera they used in Andor.
That's very cool.
Yeah, really, really cool.
That's sweet.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm going down another rabbit hole, but like it's a really cool camera. I really actually do love it. It's actually, you can see right through it. The camera's like fucking brand new. Like it felt like it was never even used. Like it's like there's no rust on it. This fucking camera's from like 1970. And it's just in beautiful condition. And I'm surprised I got it for $20. Like the guy was just selling it. So
yeah, I think Lil was saying in the text feed, you got to get like print out a picture from Andor, like print that out and have it in a frame, and then have that camera right next to it. Like,
yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's what I plan on. That's what I plan on doing. Also, this week I had actually went to GameStop, and GameStop actually had this little piece. And Steve, holy shit! I'm gonna tell you something real quick after I share this. This is actually a piece, actual prop, with a certificate of authenticity, actually from Andor, which is a kyber crystal. The necklace.
That's cool.
Yeah. It's actually the first prop that actually was created in Andor. So it's really, really cool. There actually are no props that were used in Andor that are licensed piece of official licensed pieces. And the box inside of it has one. If this is, I don't know who the company is, but they make cool jewelry stuff. So really cool box. It's a GameStop exclusive. So that goes my little Rogue One stuff over there. So Steve, so what they had, and goddamn, I really wanted to pick it up for you. I'm thinking I might go back and get it. Steve, they had the cherub, not the cherub, the what is it from Blue Beetle? The scarab. The scarab. Yo, it was a metal scarab that actually is a clip you can put it on your chest. Steve,
that's awesome.
This shit was sick as a motherfucker. Like, it's heavy, and like I really don't know how you would put it on your chest because it's heavy as shit. But this shit was sick. Like, and there's like a clip. It's like a magnetic clip. You just clip it on, and it just stays on your chest. The shit was phenomenal. It's like a movie prop. Like, that shit looked like beautiful. I was like,
that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, Steve. I think I might go back and get it.
The last time I went to a GameStop, they just didn't have nothing in there. I'm just like looking around, like, you guys don't have anything in here.
Yeah, it's a hit or miss, man. Like, Delaware, they always have shit. People don't look for shit like in Delaware. Like, hello, Zach.
Hello. Holy shit! Now you're really fucking us. What's going on?
I flipped everybody back and forth.
Sean lost control.
Yeah, dick move.
I want to control back.
Yeah, clearly. Good lord.
Yeah,
man. Sean, you set up
people come to see your house like a Rancho.
At some point,
you could be Rancho East.
At some point it's gonna look real fucking immaculate. I tell you that. So a little, this is a spite buy for a little to make him feel so bad. But Steve, for me and you, it's fucking dope as shit. The one thing I did pick up today. I went to a con that was
going back to full screen.
Local con. I was able to find Star Wars on Nintendo clean box in plastic.
Yeah, JVC box, man, from Nintendo.
Yeah.
That thing is crisp.
It is crisp, Steve. Lucasfilm on the side,
that box is incredible.
Yeah, it's in perfect condition. The game is inside. The even the directions, the book is inside too. Full. Paid cheap for it, like literally cheap. Like, I got a good price on it. And then Steve, fucking awesome. The Last Starfighter Nintendo box. I already had the game.
Man.
The box was loose. I was like, give me
that. Why don't the VHS have that cover?
Dude, I don't even understand it either. But I mean, it is what it is. But Steve, I mean, look at that. I would never
Oh,
play
that
the
game
game.
looks terrible.
Yeah, that game looks terrible as shit. I don't know what kind of
It
game.
is terrible. I played it.
Okay. But the box looks fucking beautiful, and yo, I'm so happy to have this, man, part of my collection.
That's awesome.
I mean, me and you, Steve, we both love The Last Starfighter, so like, you know, what I mean, that's a cool ass pickup.
Spite buys picking up Nintendo games.
I mean, it was a no-brainer though. I couldn't pass that.
I know, I'm messing with you, man.
Also, I got this week one of the grails because clearly no one's able to get one. They're like fucking far and trying to find one. I got the Biker Scout helmet from the Black Series. Dope. Awesome. It
That
closed
is
all the
cool.
way too. And
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is very cool.
Yeah. Really, really cool helmet. I love this. I love this helmet. I actually love this character. Really cool. I would love to have another one. And actually, I might like if I can find another one, I actually would fucking grab it. And I would probably make it look like Ezra's. If I could.
Yeah.
And paint it up. Because Ezra's was cool as shit. So maybe I would love to do some cool stuff with one, maybe customize it if I can get another one. If I can, I'm not worried about it. I'm gonna keep it like this. But man,
It's so like not functional as a soldier's helmet. Like, not only is it hard to see, we're gonna take away your peripheral vision.
Nope, I was gonna say like the side
Like,
of the panels.
it's a motorcycle. It's a space motorcycle he's riding on it. Mach speeds, and they're like you can't see on your sides.
it's so weird.
But it's awesome. It's a great visual, but man, it's a not functional at all.
Yeah, dude. And like literally, I've seen comparisons to like the prop replicas of this, and this is on the money. Like Hasbro is stepping their shit up. Like I think they're just tired of everybody doing prop replicas and charging so much money for the same thing that they fucking can design. And like literally, it is on Hasbro Plus. It is on Hasbro Plus for pre-order. I actually canceled my pre-order when I actually got this because I actually went to a GameStop and I found it. So I'm very happy with this. This is one that I was really looking forward to when they first released it. And I'm very happy to have it in my collection. Like this is really cool to go up with my other helmets. Again, you see the helmet collection back there. It's looking pretty sweet. I mean, it goes further.
Along. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I also got. Oh shit! Damn, that's another helmet I got. Damn, I just realized that. I found this helmet too. Oh. I got this helmet this week as well.
Oh, I seen that one. Yeah.
Yes,
The
I got
bow.
Bo-Katan's helmet. Paid $100 for it. It's like on sale, cheap. So I decided to get it. Really cool. It's a cool helmet. I would never wear it, but like it's a cool ass helmet. And to have Bo-Katan's helmet is cool. I actually weathered it up a little bit too. I started putting like little dark things on it to kind of weather it up. I'm gonna put some more weathering on it to make it look really official. I know that insides always has a good details on the inside. Really, really cool shit. But yeah,
That's very cool.
Yeah, got Bo-Katan's helmet. I'm glad I got it. I waited because it was cheaper, and I used my points from whatchamacallit. And my last piece of the night is this piece of awesomeness. Please don't let it fall. Praying to the gods and Jesus and the statue gods. Oof, I can be very careful and sit down very prominent.
Unlike me when I dropped the fucking Spider-Man.
Right. I got the last piece I think of my Mythos collection for Sith for right now. I got Darth Maul.
The shirtless variant.
Yes, with the Darth Sidious base. And really
That
cool.
is pretty cool looking.
Yep.
That is very cool.
Comes with the swap out head.
Oh, I like the horns in that one. Holy cow.
Swap out head. Really, really cool piece. Got it off of Mercari for super cheap. Like super cheap. Like way, like at least shit. 50% less than what I would pay on Sideshow, though.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Fucking Mercari, man. I love it. Dude didn't want first he had seller's remorse at first because he didn't want to sell it. And then I kind of I told him hey, it's going to a good place, man. I'm a huge Star Wars fan. I've just been looking for this one. I didn't want to pay that price. So he's like, dude, yeah, all right, cool. Awesome. I'm glad it's going to a good place and sold to me. So locked up on that one. Mercari, man. Mercari came through on a couple pieces that I'm very, very happy for. I'm very, very happy about.
So, I gotta start looking there for some statues, man.
Dude, I bet I told you, man. I was like, but you was like,
I know
the sideshow points. I'm like, sometimes the sideshow points are what it is. Like, it's only like $20. If I can get off Mercari for 50% less,
I agree. I agree, but I haven't found anything that on for Spider-Man wise, in a quarter scale style that at least that I haven't seen yet.
Yeah. So yeah, dude. I'm kind of at I think I have one more. I think I do have one more pre-order that's paid for. I'm just waiting for it to come in, and that is the last of the Star Wars stuff for right now until they actually drop the new stuff, which I don't think that stuff is coming out to 2025. So I don't really have anything else left to collect. Maybe props wise, maybe some vehicles wise, but that's really about it. I have a couple maquettes coming from Regal Robot, but as for statues and stuff like that, I think I'm at a good point right now where I'm very happy with my collection. I'm actually going to do a room tour soon. Would definitely love to put that on YouTube and really show people what my room looks like. And I'm pretty sure people are anticipating a little bit, kind of waiting to see how it looks. But there's some stuff I got to work on a little bit. But yeah, man, I'm pretty much there. Steve, you need to do a room tour, dude. Literally, you need to do a room tour of your videos.
Oh, well, not only that, but nobody knows what the other side of this room looks like. That's one. And two, there's a whole ass other room over here I built that is so clean. It is the tightest room ever. And I don't post that at nowhere. I was going to say, I actually started a new Instagram page this week for Foothill Video.
Nice.
I purposefully didn't try to reach out to anybody in the Geekz community. I just wanted to create it and just see where it went within a week by itself. And
well, you need to change that tag down the bottom that says Foothill Video.
I know. I need to change that one up. But it was 10 minutes, and all I posted was the logo. It was 10 minutes, and I had like 2 or 3 followers right away. And then those guys were big in the VHS community. So it just every day, just more and more followers. And I just started posting. All I posted really so far is construction pictures of the room, just pictures of where it started, the date, how it went, and so forth. And I'm gonna get it to where it goes all the way up. And because I took pictures, I wish I would have time lapsed the video, but in doing that, it kind of reminded me it took me 3 weeks to build this room. That was from the first picture to the last picture of construction.
Now, do you have lighting under the things yet?
No.
Okay, are you gonna?
Not yet. I'm gonna because I know how to wire it all up now.
That shit's gonna look fucking amazing.
I know how to wire it all up now. I just don't have
these LEDs. Just run LEDs to that shit.
I don't want to have them going zigs. I just want to have them going in strips across the shelves.
Yeah, down the bottom. You run the.
I know, but I know how to wire them up, so I only have to use one plug for the whole wall, basically.
I got you.
Well,
aren't they all? But you're using LEDs, right?
Yes, so but this strip right here, this strip all the way around the room, it has one plug that plugs all these in, right?
Oh. Okay.
So when you buy the LED strips, they all come with that little adapter for the plug. I know how to cut them and make them however I need them to be. So really? I'm just going to do that. I just don't have the LEDs right now.
Now I'm just saying it'd be tough if you got the ones that actually made when you make sound, the fucking sound just it illuminates.
I think all you need for that is there's a little box that you put near your shit. Either that or there's a USB thing, because I have the ones in that room. It's a sound one, and it's just a USB plug in the back of the TV.
Yeah,
and it reacts to the sound. So, but in here, CRTs don't have USB cords, so it doesn't work like that. But I did get something for the toy box. I got a universal remote, so I don't have to have fucking 18 remotes for all the crap I have in here.
Oh, okay.
That was one remote to rule them all.
There you go.
And I did have my in-laws gave me a DVD VCR combo, and the VCR don't work on it, but the DVD does. And like, I'm not collecting DVDs, but like, I do have like Stranger Things season 1 on DVD, and not for nothing, it's fucking rocks watching Stranger Things out here, bro. Like, because I can turn on the black light when I do that, and then so everything freaking glows, and then I have the Stranger Things going. It is fucking awesome.
Steve,
So,
that your setup is phenomenal, man. Like, you just gotta start sending pictures, man, because like, are you gonna put carpet down, or are you gonna put?
Yes, I'm gonna put carpet down, but it's
shag
just
carpet. Are you gonna put shag carpet down?
No, it's actually like office, like carpet you would see in like just office spaces, like regular, like medical offices.
Are you doing like a
that.
roll, or are you doing the 12 by 12s?
They will give me the exact cutout of my room in a roll,
yeah.
and I'll just bring it in here and lay it out.
So you can't get a shag carpet. You're not gonna get a shag carpet.
Sean, I have a shag carpet in that room already, and it's green.
Dude, I don't know. Steve, like the shit that you got going on, man. To me, I feel like there's moments where I just want to send you some of my 80s shit just to send it to you. I'm trying to figure out how.
Bro, I started. I got like my Elm Street sign back. I put if you see that right there, there's a little RoboCop fucking poster up there, a little one. I got my, I'm getting there. It's moving around. I got a big old Power Rangers posters over here. Batman over here.
Can I ask you a question? How much space do you have on top over there, on top of everything up there?
What? Behind me?
Over top of your VHS tapes right there. How much space do you have?
Like, what's above?
It's just the sea. That's probably. You want to know why? Because you can't see because of that. So you can see the roof line right there.
So unless you have enough space for movie posters.
No,
not full size.
Yeah,
not full size.
11 by 17s.
Not.
Do you think?
Like I have a full size movie poster right there, and it takes up 4 of these shelves.
Right. What do you have? Do you have enough space above for like 11 by 17 poster size?
Yes, small ones. Yes, yeah. I do. I just don't. I know, and I want to get some. I just haven't gotten there yet. Dude, money's tight. Okay, and I had to build a whole ass other thing.
I understand.
So I'm just and that reading nook is like
in my mind. I'm just like, yo, if you put fucking movie posters all on that fucking wall, 11 by 17, whatever fits on that size.
Yes,
dude, amazing.
It's gonna be like I've already looked it up. I've already measured it and looked it up. I found a website that does it. The posters are like $15 a piece, and they come, and it's just like or they vary in price, anywhere from 10 to 15.
Measure that out. Can you measure that out for me? Let me know how much. Let me see the size, because if I can,
I actually usually have measuring tape in here, and I don't.
Well, no. When you get a chance later, I can probably just print them all up for you, dude. Like literally, I can print them.
Oh, that would be fucking awesome.
Yeah, and sending that over.
And Steve, if you get them 11 by 17, like Walmart sells
has those easy frames. They're cheap.
$3-4. Yeah. Like the black border frame, you just pop it right in.
That would be great.
Yeah, just let me know what's a good size, and then
what
I got plenty of 13 by 19 paper, but 11 by 17 is easy. Like that's easy paper.
Yeah, 13 by 19 sucks to find frames for.
No, it
doesn't.
Camera
keeps trying to fucking.
It's easy. Really?
No, they're not easy. I've been a Hobby Lobby. I've been
really. I just got some from Hobby Lobby the other day.
I'm telling you, they never have them in stock.
Huh? Yeah. But a lot of artists do 13 by 19.
Yeah, I know that. That's why it sucks, because it's like every time we go get like art prints, I'm looking for that size, and I'm like, why can't you have 11 by 14 or 16 by 20?
I'm gonna do a room tour. I'm starting working on building this corner fireplace thing over here, because we have one of those electrical fireplaces that looks like it's like fake fire, but it gives off real heat. I'm gonna build a little cabinet for it in the corner in that room. Once that's done, then the room's pretty much done, except for like decorating stuff. We have a little bit more to paint on the nook and some crown molding to do, but other than that, like we're looking good. Once all that's done, I'll do a room tour. But like I can't show off things when there's like shit needs to be painted still. You can tell shit's not done.
So, Steve, is your room all lit up by that strip of LEDs going all around the top?
No, I have a lamp over. I have a lamp over here in the corner, and then I have a little lamp up there near my helmets. Back there, that's just a big fan for now. But I have a whole bunch of shit. I have this like cool little 80s station right here, 90s stuff. I have a whole ass on the TV right next to me. It's all my cartoons and kid shit all on this TV right here. And then all my DTOFs. 3 of them are elevated and 2 of them are ground level. So it's like this cool big thing. Like it looks pretty sweet in here. I think I was on FaceTime with you, Sean. I think you saw it.
Oh, I seen. Again, I'm enamored by the fucking the VHS room you have. It's like phenomenal.
It's so weird.
I thought I was gonna go there with it, but then I just changed.
I almost sent you because of that part of that VHS community on Instagram. Like this guy, I did my first trade. This guy posted that he got some Ranger tapes, and he's like, "I'm looking to trade. I don't want to sell, but like, I'll trade you." And I was like, "I'll trade for the Ranger tapes." And he had 3. He had the blue, yellow, and pink. And I already had the pink, but I didn't have the other 2. So I was like, well, I'll just take those 2, and I can give you he wanted horror movies. Obviously, everybody does. But I had 2 shit ones that I didn't really care about, right? Like this movie called Spellbinder. I don't fucking know. It's from 1988. Whatever. And then there was this other movie called Visitors from like 2003. Some bullshit movie. I was like, I can trade you these. And he's like, fuck yeah, let's do it. So boop, like it cost us like $4 each in shipping.
Yeah,
and I have Poltergeist 1, 2, and 3.
Okay. All right. I seen it today at the farmer's market. I was at.
He said one of his grails was Chopping Mall. He's like, I wish I had. I was like, I have it, but I ain't trading that for Ranger tapes. No fucking way. So, but it's cool. Like, and today he posted that he had Star Wars droids and Star Wars Ewoks clamshell mint condition. Sean, he wants to trade them.
What does he want?
I'm still upset that I wish I would have bought you guys those Ewok ones sealed.
Send me his information.
Yeah, I almost like sent it to you today. I was like, ooh, look at this.
I got shit. I got a whole bunch of shit I'm trying to get rid of. So like, a lot of shit's going to you. I'm fucking packing up a box now. But like I want fucking droids and Ewoks, like real shit. Like I want that.
I'll find it right now. I'll show you.
I also want a Christmas special too on VHS, but I want the actual Christmas special. But I don't think
that's gonna be impossible to find.
Nah, you know me. Come on, man.
You'll find it at the farmer's market for $5.
Of course.
So,
what else? What else we gonna talk about?
I think it's turtles.
Is it turtles now?
Is there no news? I mean, I guess there's not really.
Is there really any news? Like, there's a lot of fake shit. I'm not gonna talk about any of this stuff because nothing is legit.
Talking about like the Vanessa Kirby.
Yeah, like how do we know that's true? Like
Joseph Quinn as Johnny Storm.
Sean, look up vintage VHS vault.
Did you send it to me?
I didn't. It's just one word: vintage VHS vault.
Sean, what do you think of those new Sideshow stats? Yeah, what? But I'm in, bro. I'm waiting because it's at Captain Rex. We talked about it at our San Diego Comic-Con show, but it's Captain Rex. It's Mace Windu. It's Darth something. I can't remember which Darth it is, and I think it's Malgus or maybe I don't know which one. And then the last one is Luke Skywalker climbing up his X-wing. I can't wait to see those pieces, man. So I'm all in. Can't wait. Definitely.
Dang. And Sean, the Tailspin and Darkwing duct tapes too. Very nice. I sent it to you. You should have the link to his page.
Sweet.
He says the C-3PO, but it's all white.
I don't like that. That's not my bag. Not my bag. I can hold off on that. Like I don't need that style of shit.
Yeah, this room's gonna change a lot when I get the fucking carpet in, man. It sucks in here with just concrete. It's gonna be fucking cold in the winter, boy. It's gonna be cold as fuck out here.
You're wearing some slippers. I have to get you some VHS slippers.
It's awesome because we needed a room for the VR, and not for nothing. Like the PlayStation VR, like when it came out, VR2, the game store had hardly anything in there for it. But now, it is jam packed. There's so much crap in there.
I know Alex is hounding me every day.
I can't fucking wait till the Ghostbusters game comes out for the PSVR 2 because yes, that's happening. A Ghostbusters game where you create your own character and team up with your friends to fight ghosts in VR. That's fucking tight.
I've been bothered almost daily about getting the VR2. Every time we drive past the Best Buy, hey, let's go in there and see if they have a VR2. I'm like, I know they have a VR2. You're not getting one right now. Spoiled ass kids. All right,
I wouldn't get one for my kids to put in their rooms. That's for sure.
Well, exactly. He's got the PlayStation 5 in his room right now, so like, no way. I guess let's talk about Turtles. I guess
okay.
My first question. I mean, I just want to ask a question before we get into our review. You two are the art guys. What did you think about the art style of this movie?
I loved it, personally. I really liked it. It grew on me more and more as the movie went on. I didn't like the human character designs very much.
Which human?
It was mostly like the crowds, like the bad guys, the bad humans. Like some of those were, I mean, April is fine. It is what it is. But like all the crowd people were, it's just, I don't know. Some of those shots were a little annoying. And I'm not a huge fan of some of the design choices, like with Rocksteady. It was okay. But like the Turtles, I thought the Turtles were great. And Splinter grew on me too. And, you know, I thought the art style was really good. I liked like the city, like how they did like the backgrounds and everything was really, really good.
Well, I felt, to me, it was just a blatant ripoff of fucking Spider-Verse, to be honest.
Well, I mean, the guy who directed it did work with Lord
yeah,
Miller.
I mean,
well, the art director was the same guy that did Mitchell's and the Machines. It's the same art style.
Yeah. I felt that like, oh, looks like Spider-Verse. Again, it looked great. I thought, again, the character choices on a lot of characters I did not like. I don't really understand why they changed it up from the original characters. I didn't like Master Splinter's look. I wasn't a fan of that. Like, I think they tried to make it look like the original, but they didn't. I didn't like that. I did not like April O'Neil. I don't understand the choice of making her black. Like, I'm okay with her being a white girl. Like, I don't have.
In the original comics, she was black.
I know, but I like the original cartoon version of it. So
I got you.
If you're gonna do cartoon version, just stick with the cartoon version. Like, I don't have a problem with it, but I didn't like it. I didn't like really the choice of her character. I was just like, I mean, I liked it, but there's just things I just did not like. Like, I didn't like Mondo Gecko's look. I thought he was a cool character. I just didn't like his look,
especially because the figure was so good.
So yeah, that's my issue. And like the turtle,
like he had a mohawk with hair. Like, come on, man.
Yeah. Genghis, like really, you just made him into a toad.
Frog. Just this was short.
Yeah, didn't he used to have like flip flops and a
like
Hawaiian shirt,
board
shorts.
Weird.
Yeah.
There was 4 of them too. It wasn't just Genghis because they had Napoleon Bonafrog and there was 4 frogs.
Yeah, it's a weird choice. And again, like Steve said, the Rocksteady and Bebop, didn't like it.
Bebop looked fine. It was Rocksteady that I did.
Yeah, since something bothered me. It was something in their character arc too. I didn't like it either, but whatever. I don't know. Like, that's my animation take on it. Like, there were great things about the animation, but there were also things I just didn't like. The people choice either was weird to me.
I agree with you that the other mutants I wasn't too hot on.
Mm-hmm.
Especially like the kaiju.
And I don't want to spoil this for anybody either. So I'm sorry, Steve. I'm sorry.
No, I just dropped the spoilers.
Oh shit! Yeah.
I'll just pretend. That
I was trying not to spoil, trying to not give spoilers, but
I thought personally, the turtle designs were fantastic, and I love their fighting styles. I love the voice actors. I love the choices they made for the voice actors. Here's why: because the word teenage is in the fucking title, and it's the only time in the history of Turtles, except for the cartoon on Netflix, or not Netflix, Nickelodeon, the CGI one,
the last
CGI one,
first one, yeah.
Except for that, where they really felt like teenagers. Like in none of the movies did they ever feel like teenagers. They all felt like they were like mid to late 20s or 30s in some.
I didn't like Michelangelo's voice.
It was a little deep.
Yeah, no, it was
Donatello's voice was the one that was high.
Yeah, Donatello. Like Mikey didn't have like that party dude thing to him. Like he did,
surfer dude.
Yeah, he did, but he didn't. Like there was really they really hip hopped this one. Like they made this shit real fucking hip hop. Like these were like hood kids. like these kids in the inner city.
But that was
I get it, but I don't get it. I'm kind of like,
why would they be surfer kids? They don't. That's California culture, and California don't got sewers like that. So
I know, but the personality, but his personality should have flowed towards that a little bit. And I loved it, but I hated it. There was shit that I hated at the end. I hated that whole. What? I was like, what?
Is the fight scene or the
no the end?
Okay,
yeah. I did not like that shit.
Okay,
that was stupid. But whatever. Again, what's your take on it? What's your rating on it? Okay. Without giving spoilers,
so I wanted to ask you guys about the art style first. Steve, you're on mute.
Rating. You asked for his rating, and after we just expelled all our stuff, we should give our ratings.
Yeah.
Okay.
I give it a hero, Sean.
I do give it a hero, but it's a low hero because there's things I just didn't like about it. But
we'll have a spoiler talk. We'll have a spoiler talk after Lil gives his initial thoughts.
So I'm not the art guy, but I like the neon look of everything. I kind of like that color palette that this movie had more so than the other turtle animated movies, right? Like we had a couple of animated turtle movies. And I really liked. It's hard for me, right? Because like the first turtle cartoon to me is just it is what it is. It's perfect.
It is what it is.
Even though I watch it and I'm like, it's not great storytelling.
Yeah, but it's still legendary.
The first
it's your childhood, though.
Right. The first Nickelodeon turtle, the CG. I remember at first I was like, I don't like how they look. This is it. But the story was perfect. It was like perfection. Like I fell in love with the story, the lore of everything they did with that Nickelodeon, that first Turtles. And here it felt like a mashup of the two, right? I loved the Turtles more than I thought I would. I remember first seeing these stills of the Turtles, and I'm like, hey, this is no, I don't want
I agree. I was the same way.
I like this way more than those last two live action movies. I give it a hero because I had a good time with it, and I know that there was things that, and I know Sean, I'm pretty sure we're on the same page. I'm just like, what? Where are we going? Where are we gonna go with this now?
Yeah.
But then I look at it and I'm like, well, you know what? We've already gotten those stories. If they're gonna tell me a good new story with a new take on it, I'm in for it. All right, give me a new in. You'll give me a change. And then I started like something didn't sit right with me. And then like when I heard some of the character names at the end, when they started kind of going through what the characters' full names were, I was like, oh shit, that's who that person is. That's where this is. There's there's hidden meanings behind a lot of things that are happening. We'll talk about them in spoilers. And I just enjoyed it. I just thought it was fun, and I think this is the summer of animated films. I know Barbie's gonna probably win the box office for the damn year, but I mean,
this is the year we got Mario, Spider-Verse, and this Turtles movie. That's a solid animation.
And again, I'm telling you, Elemental. I know you guys haven't seen it yet. I really enjoyed it. That's another animated movie that I'm like, it's gonna be one of those ones that goes like it's gonna be a hidden gem, and then people are gonna catch it on Disney Plus and be like, holy cow, this was really good. So I mean, that's 4 movies, but you're right. Mario. If you look at Mario, just Mario, Turtles, and Spider-Verse, and you're just like, holy shit, Like this was a great summer for animation for
they weren't
geeks.
and they weren't controlled by the House of Mouse, which is very interesting to me.
No, it's true.
No
All three of
Pixar,
them.
no Pixar, no Disney, no nothing. Like,
Well, Elemental is Pixar, but
well, yeah. I mean, you said you like we didn't see Elemental, but yeah. Okay.
Who did? I mean, this is Paramount.
this is Paramount, yeah, Nickelodeon.
Paramount, Nickelodeon.
So, yeah, 3 different studios. You know, Universal for Mario, Sony for Spider-Verse.
Good.
Yo,
I'm actually glad.
these other companies are not fucking around. Like Disney held that animated king. I think it was like towards the late 90s is when DreamWorks really started popping, and it was like,
Yeah.
what's going
Well,
on?
those
with
Shrek
DreamWorks?
movies came out. Shrek
Even
Shrek
before
made
that.
$400 million.
Even before that Prince of Egypt movie made tons of money and was like critically acclaimed. If you go back and watch that Prince of Egypt movie, that 2D animation is on point.
No, it's good. It's very good.
That is. I mean, you say what you want about that story, but like there's that shot where they're walking through the sea and like the lightning strikes. You can see the whale swimming.
Oh, great.
That was holy fuck. Like,
I remember going to see that movie in the theaters. Now, in hindsight, I probably would never go watch a movie like that. But now, I'm kind of like, oh, that was.
Hey, Brian, how's it going?
What's up, Brian?
Oh, friend Brian Stitcher.
So
Fred Brian.
All right, so I mean, it's a hero. Like clearly, it's a superhero. Clearly, we all loved it. There were just a lot of things I didn't.
I also, before we get into spoilers, the music for one, like the soundtrack, the songs they chose for the movie, I thought were all great. And then you mix in the score. The score was fantastic. I love
Trent Reznor.
Yes, fucking yes. 9 Inch Nails.
Did
the damn soundtrack to Turtles. It's so good.
So, is that where we're going with which I'm not? I don't have a problem with hip hop at all. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's cool. It's great. But is that where I guess that's where we're going with animated movies now. Like if it's new age, like it's hip hop. Like I'm fucking excited by it. Like it's awesome. But they really are playing into that. Like,
but it was a lot of 90s hip hop in that movie.
Yeah, but it's hip hop though. Like
I know. I'm just saying, like
Spider-Verse was hip hop.
Yeah.
This was hip hop. What was the other movie we were talking about?
Mario was not hip hop.
No, Mario wasn't really hip hop, was it?
There was not a lot of gangsta in Mario.
No, there's not a lot of gangsta in Mario. Yeah. Well,
I mean, but you know,
Mario is very vanilla, Sean.
But here's the thing, though, Sean.
I thought they were rapping in there.
you look, Mario rap. Yeah, the DK rap, but you look at if you look at the soundtrack, especially for Turtles, right? And I said like a lot of it was the 90s, and we're talking about teenagers in New York,
right?
Like, what was the 90s in New York, Sean? You were there. What was it?
I wasn't in.
Well, I mean, but you were on the East Coast. I know you weren't in New York City.
It was all hip hop. It was all hip hop.
Yeah.
I respect. Like again, I don't have no problem with it. It's like,
but we all grew up in that. So, and all of the people who are making this movie are all our age, right? So when we're thinking soundtrack,
you're right.
What movie? What songs are we putting in here now?
You're right. You're right.
So you look at that, and you look at the style. You look at the lingo. You look at a lot of that stuff, and it's like, oh, this is what we grew up with.
They're portraying teenagers as we were, simultaneously while portraying teenagers as they are today with the devices and the social media and stuff like that.
You're right. You're right. And you think about it, I guess it's like, damn, like I said, that's a thing. Like this is real shit now. Like teenagers, if you have a kid playing a teenager, then you need to play to that characteristic, and that's, you can't play to the old characteristic of, hey, this is just a basic teenager doing this. You got to actually bring in the hip hop elements, because
which one of those turtles
thing?
Which one of those turtles in the last 2 live action movies reminded you of a teenager at all? They were all like
they were
40s.
giant. They were all giants.
Monsters.
You know, like monsters.
Well, even the 90s movie, I love that movie. Don't get me wrong. That is one of my that sits on one of my Mount Rushmore.
I think Michelangelo kind of, you know, but
he's the only one, but because he has that attitude, right? But like they never
Corey
felt
Feldman,
like
Corey Feldman,
teenagers.
Donatello did too. I mean,
they never felt like teenagers. I could never relate to them on that level with the way you can with these kids, because they're
I
kids,
agree,
you know, and
but
you can.
these are that's the thing, right? Like,
Don't milk me.
Yo,
That
when
that was
that
hilarious.
milking shit was.
when Michelangelo was twerking, yo, when he started twerking, I was like, I'm done. Like, yo, it was hilarious because he had his shell on. He was like backing it up. I was like, yo, that shit had me cry. But then when they were like huddled together, and they were like, yeah, so son, like, you know, being like, yo, we were gonna do all that, but you know, it was crazy. But you know what happened was he was on there, yo, you know. I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. I kind of like how they portrayed it. It was really cool. Like I really did dig that.
I feel like they captured the essence of that East Coast youth
They did
as much as
really did.
more than I've ever seen done. And I'm not an East Coast person, and I wasn't there in my youth, so I don't know. But every other Turtles iteration has always felt not necessarily like tied to any specific area, you know, and like a lot of that surfer shit, you know, and like whoa, cowabunga, like nobody in New York says that. Like you're not fucking catching waves out there. This doesn't make any sense. This felt very much more appropriate to the location.
Yeah, I get you. But here's the other thing too. And what I was trying
felt
to say
New
was,
York.
all those other movies, the Turtles were more established. You know, you could say they were older teens. You know, maybe they were 18, 19. This is truly an origin story of them first.
They're like 15
becoming heroes. They're 15. Yeah.
They're 15
But I mean, like, how do they? You know.
Yeah. Not 18, 19. They're 15-year-old kids. So.
Yeah.
And I actually really
they haven't
liked.
fought. This was their first fight.
Oh.
You know.
I was going to start getting into the story, so we need to get into some spoilers now. So we start talking about this thing.
Let's go into some spoilers.
We might want to tell them that.
Yeah. So we're gonna like leave this little bit of banter for the next 30 seconds or so as time for everybody that doesn't want to be spoiled to GTFO, so we can talk about some cool shit.
Okay. I mean.
All right. Well, if you're still here now, I mean.
GTF.
Get
do we end it and just start a new feed or no?
No.
You want to sit around for a little to send a new email and then wait for other people to log back in?
It could have been a separate. It could have been a separate.
Now we're spoiling it.
We're spoiling.
So first thing, not a crazy spoiler, but I actually really liked the origin story that they gave, like Splinter and the Turtles and all that. Like, I thought that was a really cool way to explain everything, and he was explaining it to them as a punishment. Like, you have to hear this again. Like, and I liked little bits of that. Like, I thought Jackie Chan did a good job, and I like little bits of his story. It was like he was like, "Yeah, and I was old, so I'm old, and you guys are babies, so you stayed babies, and it makes sense. So moving on." It's like,
it's true. Like, there's a lot of in jokes in the movie that they were telling themselves that were for us. You know, I mean, it was. That's what I liked about it. Also, with Jackie Chan, speaking of that, again, him learning ninjutsu from a VHS tape and watching Bruce Lee movies, hilarious. And what I loved about it too is when Splinter fought, he fought like Jackie fucking Chan. Like, he was using the props around him. If you look at any Jackie Chan film. Like, watch and I love Jackie Chan. My son Alex was like, "Hey," because I make him watch all those movies, and he's like, "This is what what he does. He's using the chair, flipping the chair, falling backwards. He's getting hit and stuff, and then all of a sudden just using the elements around him." And I'm like, I love that they incorporated that.
He's using all the weapons from the Turtles. He's using the swords. He's using the sais. He's using the bow staff, the nunchucks. He's got them all. It's showing you for the first time. It's Master Splinter's Yoda moment. I mean, I know the Nickelodeon cartoon Splinter got down quite a few times, but in the movies, I guess he did. He fought the Shredder in that first movie, and that was actually that was all right. But like this felt different, and it showed it felt him using all of their weapons in a masterful way, like he had mastered them, made sense as someone who would teach each of them how to use those weapons. Like, I thought that whole scene was really good.
Agreed. What I was shocked by is Baxter Stockman got killed in the beginning of the movie.
Did he get killed?
Yeah,
that's what they said. They said they killed our dad.
Oh shit, I didn't even know.
And that's
Giancarlo Esposito. into the Turtles universe and right back out.
Yeah.
And like, plus
And
you made like your bad guy like a fly. Like, why couldn't you just use
Baxter Stockman, who turns
Yeah, I
into a
didn't-
fly.
Yeah, I didn't understand those.
Even
arcs.
though I did like Ice Cube. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was fun.
As Superfly, a new character for the movie.
I guess he was okay.
I was okay, Sean. I was you seem very just meh.
I don't know. I was very meh on him. I was like, okay. I mean,
I did think Paul Rudd stole the movie as Mondo Gecko.
Oh,
The
of course.
vibe. I like your vibe. We're vibing.
I mean, I do wish he had a better character design.
I love when Michelangelo picks up his tail and he's like, and he's like, it's okay, bro. It grows back. He's like, see, told you.
He runs off. And I love the joke at the end credits introducing Paul Rudd as Mondo Gecko. I was like, oh, because like nobody knows Paul Rudd.
Yeah, it's like, oh. Paul Rudd.
It's like, and it's just such a Seth Rogen show, right? Like, it's like the whole voice cast is all people he's done all these movies with. You get everybody in there.
Yeah.
So.
What'd you guys think about the TCRI lead, Maya Rudolph's character?
I didn't like how she looked.
You know why? Because she's Krang.
Really?
Her last name is what the species of the Krang are. I can't. It's you.
Oh, that's cool.
Fuck. I forgot how.
So
they
she's
go.
like a robot.
I guarantee.
It's like a robot bot.
That's what's going to be the sequel. I
That's
guarantee
cool,
that's what's going to happen.
Well,
Because
there's a sequel and a 2-season show coming.
If you look at her, also if you look at like her,
there's a 2 seasons. There's a show coming too.
Yeah,
It's already all the
if you
deals
look,
set.
If you look at her poster too, she's got the glasses just like the Krang body. The color design, look at it all like it is Krang. And they flipped it on us.
I don't know how I did.
Because I was watching this and I'm like, this looked, because you're right. I hated her face. It had this weird chin thing, and I'm like,
But a lot of the characters had that face though.
No, I know, but I'm looking, but she looked a lot different. They all had that, but she looked even worse. And I was just trying to figure out why, and like TCRI, and I'm like, oh, well, that makes sense. And then I saw the character poster. I'm like, oh, she's Krang.
Oh shit! She does. She has the fucking glasses of the robot in there. The suit's the same color and everything. Red shoes.
Robot. Yep, she's the fucking robot.
No, that's cool though.
God damn it! How did I not fucking see that?
I'm okay with that though. Like
I thought, well, it makes sense, right?
I'm okay with it, huh?
I know, but it makes sense. Like that's really cool. Like it's hidden in there. You don't get it. Just like the first Spider-Verse, right? Like when fucking Doc Ock comes out.
Cynthia Utrom.
Utrom. That's what the Krang are. The Utrom. That's the Dimension X.
Oh, dude, that's crazy.
Did you just look it up?
Yeah, it's fucking
awesome. You have it on your screen? You want to share your screen?
Yeah. Hold on, give me a second.
So the people who are watching can see like the.
That is wild.
I mean, look at that. Like she's got the red glasses,
the red shoes.
Yeah, you got the little belt there. It's very Krang.
It is so fucking Krang.
It's even like it's like a flesh colored suit that almost looks like muscle.
And like even the hair, right? Like if you look at the hair, like the
and the red shoes and the fucking Krang. Oh, that's fucking crazy. Oh look,
there's Krang right there. You got him right there. You can see it.
That's a good.
You got the glasses.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's cool though. That's cool. That's gonna be awesome.
Oh look, even like the gray, like how he's got like the gray suspenders on. She's got the gray that goes down on the sides of the jacket.
Yeah,
that's cool.
That's cool. That's a cool thing.
And I bet you that's what they were trying to make the mutagen. Hired Baxter, and boom, like that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Damn.
Yes. There you go. Who wrote that? Biggest villain hiding in plain sight.
And Sean, the actress that played April O'Neil, the girl from The Bear.
The Bear, I know. Yeah.
You could pick her voice up a mile a minute or a mile away, like the way that her cadence, it was exactly the same.
Yeah. Yeah, really cool. Really a lot of if they were talking about fucking Avengers.
Oh man, when they were talking about the Hulk and like he's taking selfies, we can be heroes too. I was like, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it. What did you think about the live action movies that they were watching? They go to watch a movie and it's fucking Ferris Bueller.
That was cool.
I liked it.
Yeah, I like that too.
That's the kind of movie that would be playing in a park right now. You know, hipsters love that shit. You know, they'd all be hanging around.
Hipsters, I fucking love that shit. I'm not a hipster.
Yeah, but you don't go to a park to watch it at night.
Well, that's true. I'll fucking watch it at my own fucking house.
They definitely do that in New York. I'm telling you that right.
Yeah.
But while I was again just shocked about it, even when they were showing, you know, the VHS tape, you know, that they were like, it was just live action incorporated with this type of animation. It was just like very kind of a big like contrast. In you know, all of a sudden they're watching it. It's like you see all the humans, and they're like they don't look like Ferris Bueller.
It was funny because it was like we were watching Sinister the other night. I talked about it earlier, and there's a scene in that movie where Ethan Hawke opens his laptop and he's watching a news story, and it cuts to the news story, and it is very clearly a CGI woman. It is not a real person doing this news story. And then it cuts back and it's like, why is this cartoon in this movie? And then you come to Turtles and like, why is this movie in this cartoon? It's
very, it
was very cool.
I liked it, but it kind of caught me off guard. All of a sudden it's like a fucking Ferris Bueller singing Dungeon, and I'm like, what the hell? But and again, this is a story where the Shredder is not the main villain. Which is the first time we get that in any of the Turtles movies or shows, where it's not about him. It's not even about the villain, right? Like it's not really about Superfly. It's about just the Turtles becoming heroes. And their reasoning why. Like it's not that they want to be heroes because they want to be heroes. They want to be heroes because they want to be accepted. They want to go to high school. It's a whole different take, and I think that's why I liked it a lot. Like, it was
I didn't like that. I didn't like that. I was not a fan.
I didn't like that they ended up in high school.
I actually did, and I liked that all the kids were like, "What's up?" Because, like, if you think about it, I think that's how it would be. Like, these fucking turtle kids go to the school right here. They're awesome. They like pizza.
Would it be like that?
Kids.
No. Or would the government be sweeping in on these kids and taking?
The government would have fucking dissected them motherfuckers and everything else.
I just mean like, okay, yes, probably, but I mean like as far as like the people, right? Yeah, everyone be running and screaming and be afraid.
Yeah, no, I mean, and at the end they had their Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 1 moment. You know, you mess with one of us, you mess with all of us, and all the New Yorkers are chipping in and helping them out and all that kind of stuff. Again, I get all that. I look at it from a story standpoint, and I'm like, where the hell does it go from here? Like, they don't get accepted. I think it was in the original series. It was like the 4th or 5th season that they actually, like, the humans were like okay with them. And it's like that's like the whole thing, that they have to hide in the sewers, and now that's like completely.
Not necessarily. There could be something that happens that forces them back underground, kind of thing. Like that's how stories work. You know,
but it forces them back underground. But everyone knows they exist, right? Like they were a myth for so long, except for April. You know, I guess that's the weird thing, and it's only a few humans that kind of get into the mix that know the Turtles. Now it's just like everybody knows. I don't know. Yeah, it's just a weird. Again, I want to see where it goes. It's just I look at it at the end, and I'm like, even with Rocksteady and Bebop, like Rocksteady and Bebop are now part of their family.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. That's why I'm like,
interesting.
They can be swayed. They can become the turncoats. That I'm saying, there's ways that I have faith in it. I do. You know what? I
have faith in it, but I do think I don't think they're going to be I don't think they're going to be turncoats. I don't think they're going to be villains. I think if they'll end up bringing different mutants or something, or maybe like
Taka and
take
Razar.
Toka Razor, yeah, you know.
You know what I hated?
Splash.
I wasn't a big fan of the kaiju, the big collective
Oh
monster
yeah,
that
that looked
Ice
terrible.
Cube becomes, where he's like, I got a
A
giraffe
whole bunch
forehead.
of horses on his leg and stuff. I was like, what?
I mean, it led to some funny jokes. I liked when Raphael hit him with the thing, and it was like, boop. It was like, he's like, one little horse. I don't even need that horse. Like, I thought some of his lines were funny. Like, I got a giraffe forehead. What? Like, it was really weird, but it was cool. Like that scene where that, like the slow walk up with the music, you know, with them and all the other mutants coming behind them. I thought it was cool. You know, I was like, I love those scenes. Every superhero movie has them, and this one didn't disappoint. Thought that was cool.
No, it didn't. And again, a lot of the mutants that were here in the comics end up being friends with the turtles, right? Like,
yeah,
you know, we talked about Mondo, Gecko, Ray Fillet, all those guys.
How'd you feel about Leather? Is it Leather?
Leatherneck, yeah.
How'd you feel about that?
Being Rose Byrne?
Yeah, I didn't even understand anything you were saying.
I didn't have like a
Australian.
Yeah, I don't have like a huge like love of that character, so I didn't feel betrayed. Yeah. It's kind of like that. I feel like that way with like most of the characters here. Like I love the turtles, but like I'm not married to any one iteration of any of these characters so much that seeing a different interpretation is going to bother me. So,
I mean, I'm not saying it bothered me, but like again, we talked about Rocksteady and Bebop, you know, because they're so ingrained in that lore with the original cartoon series.
Best incarnations of those two characters. It's unfortunate, but it wasn't that stupid fucking movie.
The one where Stephen Amell was rollerblading around with them.
I thought they were really good. I mean, you could argue that then in the cartoon, I guess, but like they weren't very good in the old cartoon, and I didn't like their designs in the new cartoon. Skinny Bebop doesn't work.
They were amazing. What do you mean they weren't good?
Like they were bumbling idiots.
But that was the point.
Yeah, that was the point. I like that. They were henchmen. Henchmen are all dumb. You know what I mean? There's no good, like, smart henchmen in any.
I always thought it was fucked up that, like, Bebop and Rocksteady wore, like, turtle shells as part of their armor. I was like, fuck. That's fucked up. It's like I'm wearing the bones of your family on my body when I'm fighting you.
Yeah. I mean, they killed Donatello and busted his shell in the comics. So, I don't know. I mean, again, I'm not mad at it.
I'm also
curious to where it goes.
I'm pretty sure that Leonardo killed someone in this movie.
I'm pretty sure there were multiple deaths in this.
Because there was that
knife to the face.
That montage scene.
Yeah.
And they were like running and fucking he just like not only did he slash him, blood, red mist, and then like smash cut to Donatello like spin kicking somebody, and I'm like, wait a second. Did that little boy just commit murder? Did he just slice somebody's fucking neck open? Yep. And we're supposed to be rousing this? I don't know. I mean, I always thought that was a problem with the turtles, right? Like, how do you have Leonardo, not one but two swords, never stabs anybody?
Well, and same with Raph, and you know, I mean, I know the sais are defensive weapons, but that was a funny scene too, which we saw in the trailer when Donnie gets stabbed with the sai, and they all freak out. But like their first battle was hilarious, and it worked.
Oh, that first battle was awesome.
I love it when Michelangelo got pushed into the car and fucking go ninja, go. Vanilla Ice starts playing.
Yeah, my kids all looked at me because they know I love that song. I'm gonna sing it all the time. I do love that from Turtles 2: Secret of the Ooze. Go Ninja. Got Vanilla Ice on stage. And then you got Kevin Nash busting through as Super Shredder. Come on.
Oh, yeah.
Love those movies. I mean, it's not like I play that on the radio in the car, but it's just, you know.
You do. Don't act like
I hated the new April part 2.
Oh,
April in 2 and 3 she's no Judith Hogue.
Well, I mean, can anyone really be Judith Hogue? No. Except for April in the cartoons with the yellow jumpsuit. Trying to think of what else with this movie. I don't know. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the kid flare. I still don't get why they ended up in high school, or that Splinter now is
Yeah, a little. It's
making out with Scumbug.
It's
Like,
bothering you because it's bothering the shit out of me too. I didn't like that part.
I mean, I get it, but it's so weird. It's just weird to me. I don't know.
Weird to me too. It's weird to me too.
And then even Splinter making out with Scumbug. That was
so
weird and gross.
So gross.
Well, he said, he liked that he had his best friend was that cockroach that got stepped on, and he ate him.
I agree. That was a hilarious scene. He's having a meal with his best friend, the cockroach, and then and man, Splinter was an ugly rat too, man. He had that crooked eye. I remember they're showing him, and all the other rats are just yelling at him, screaming, "Ah!"
Fucking so gross.
And then both of them, Splinter takes the kids up to the Times Square, like thinking things are going to be okay. Like, what the hell? Although the turtle kids were really cute as shit. Like those character design when they were little kids was awesome. But Superfly is the same shit. Oh, we're just gonna walk around Times Square. You got this giant monstrosity hook arm thing and arms sticking out of your chest, and you think people are gonna be okay with you? So bizarre. But again, a great thing to show two sides of the same coin, right? Between Superfly and Splinter. They both hate humans because of how humans looked at them. And they took different angles at it. And I like that. Kind of reminded me of the X-Men. It was Xavier and Magneto kind of thing, right?
Yeah. Essentially. That's kind of, very X-Men, right? You have two warring factions of mutants.
Yeah.
One group that wants to literally kill humans and change. What was his goal? With kill humans and mutate others?
Yeah, he's going to mutate all the humans. Yeah.
So,
or mutate,
and
not
Magneto's,
mutate all the humans, mutate all the animals. Because that was another different thing here too, right? Like the mutagen doesn't change humans. It changes animals into human hybrids. Right? Like that was what the rules were telling us about the mutagen, what the mutagen can do. So that's what Superfly was going to do. He's going to mutate all the animals. Yeah, it was good.
And that's kind of what Magneto is.
Magneto, yeah. In a sense. And then we get the end stinger, right? We get an end credit scene stinger. Let's call the Shredder. And you see this badass cape flowing fucking Shredder.
Did it look
looking on
badass,
New York?
though?
I liked how he looked.
It looked like Super
looked,
Shredder.
That's okay. I want a badass Shredder.
Yeah, but I don't want
Shredder in that.
I don't
turtle.
want a giant badass Shredder. Like he doesn't need to be a fucking mutant monster. Like,
well, he's not. He's gonna
Shredder in the last two live action movies. Like in that first one, it was crazy. He was like a gigantic robot man. That was no good.
No, I didn't like him in the
The second one, he wasn't. He was just kind of like a dude for most of it.
He was like a dude. This is like...
Did he ever? I can't even remember. Did he put armor on? Because he was just like a dude in the back of
the end. He did at the end. Yeah.
I haven't seen that movie. I haven't been able to stomach the Stephen Amell of that again.
No, but Shredder in the first Nickelodeon Turtles cartoon, like I liked that a lot. Like he was. I don't want to say bigger, but he was a force, right? Like he was a force to reckon with, and I think that
was the worst. Shredder was the worst action figure in that first line, by far.
In the original,
yeah,
where he
I hated
shirtless.
him. He was shirtless and he had his one hand out. You could never pose him. Like it never made sense when you were fighting him with the other characters. Like, what is he doing? He's like reaching out.
It was a terrible figure. I agree.
I hate it.
And it didn't match the cartoon at all, so it was very bad. Or the comic.
Man, I had a story of like my cousin Aaron. What a dick. He had every fucking turtle figure. I mean, he had like the catalog that he would check off. He had
I had every.
he had the boxes that had all the little slots. He had all of them, boxes and boxes of this shit.
You mean the storage containers, right?
Yeah.
Like the
Yeah.
briefcase thing. Yeah,
he had all stacks. I mean, he had every. I mean, he maybe didn't have every single piece ever made, but like, it was more than I could comprehend. And I was up visiting one summer. I was like, I don't know, 12 or something. And I was looking through all, he's like 2 or 3 years older than me. And he's like, I'm getting rid of all of this. I'm getting rid of all these turtle figures. He's like, so do you want these? And I was like, oh, fuck. Yeah, absolutely. Hell yeah. I'll take, of course. He's like, all right, let me think about that.
$1,000.
Let me think about it. He told me, let me think about it. 2 days. And then he's just like, nah, I'm just going to keep them. Like, what a dick. Like, you had me on the ringer for 2 days at your beck and call, promising me a future of endless hours of play with all these amazing figures, and just to crush my poor little dreams.
Dick move.
The only thing I didn't have the Technodrome. That's the one toy I did not have. I had all the turtle vehicles. I had the skateboards, the turtle van, the little sewer play set from the original line, the blimp. I never had the Technodrome. The one
They
thing
just had so many different characters. The Triceratops.
Well, I stopped at a certain point. Yeah, at a certain point, I was out of it. Like, like the 80s, the first 4 waves, I had every figure, and then after that, I stopped. I grew out of it. Just like He-Man, I had every He-Man figure. Every damn He-Man figure. Up until that new damn series came out when he was in space. Those were terrible.
This is worth a lot of money now.
I know. Well, yeah. So all those were gone in the garbage somewhere. Terrible. But all right.
Well, I'm glad you guys both liked it enough to give it a hero each. Yeah. I mean, I think we all had gripes, but I like this better than. Let's see. This is better than Secret of the Ooze. Way better than Turtles in Time. Better than TMNT.
Okay. Way better than Turtles in Time. Secret of the Ooze, that's tough.
No, it's better than Secret of the Ooze.
Still love that.
Sans Judith Hogue. These turtles are now in their late 20s.
Oh, that's true.
They're not teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They're on their 3rd house in the 2nd movie. Okay.
They've got a mortgage and a fucking 401k in the second movie.
And you introduced Kino, who's one of the most pointless characters ever, who does nothing to progress anything but be an annoying little guy.
I get it.
You completely lose Casey Jones. The movie's no. And you have a full-on dance number with Vanilla Ice, and I don't care if you like that song a little. It's terrible.
But it's Vanilla Ice. So Sean, we're talking about the gripe with them being in high school. Here's my other thing. Here's the other thing, and it's why I think that one of the reasons why that Turtles cartoon from Nickelodeon really, really got me was, and I'm wondering where this is going, is Splinter and Shredder always had an intertwined history, no matter what it was.
Yeah, I agree.
If it was that weird fucking thing from the first movie where he was Hamato Yoshi's rat, which is fine. Learning ninjutsu in his cage. Remember, you saw that puppet fucking.
Oh, that was terrible.
Or him like kneeling down next to his dead master, and he's like, it's like what is happening right now?
I do like that they call him Ratatouille in this movie.
But he says like, "Hey, I knew you were a rat," and his dad's like, he's like, "Don't use a word like that."
You ratted him out. No, he's you ratted him out. That was the one thing, like where it combined those two. It had something, in the cartoon. It was him. He turned into the rat. So you always had that kind of Splinter Shredder kind of thing, that they had this history, and now it's going in a way different direction. So I'm curious to where it goes. I loved the intertwined history between the two. I guess we'll see. That was the one thing I was just like, kind of like, oh man, that's kind of, you lose that. So I don't know. I hope they can continue with a good story with the reason why the Shredder is. I hope he's just not like just a muscle for Krang. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't. But we'll see. Because I always love the Shredder's backstory as well. Orokusaki. So that's it. Are we done? Is that it?
I think that's it.
I guess so. No.
Sean's been checked out for like 45 minutes. So
I'm not. No, I'm working on the banner. That's all. I'm just working on the banner.
So, all right, guys. Well, thank you.
I was so I need to do more fucking banners.
I did. I told him, give me some fucking thumbnails, Sean.
Yeah.
All right. So that's it for tonight. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you for your support. Thank you, Pacino. We deserve the day off tomorrow. Now, Sean, he's got to give me some banners. That's it. This is Lil.
This is Sean.
And this is Steven. Until next week, everybody, stay safe, be nice to each other, and keep it geeky.